What's going on?
Dude, I'm sick of getting black pilled. I want to get back pilled. I have back pain. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sick of getting I'm trying to get back shots.
You're trying to get a back shot?
I'm sick of getting black pill. I'm trying to get back shots.
I'm trying to have somebody give me.
I'm trying to have I'm trying to have some guy give me back shots. What's going on? What were you showing Ryan?
Yeah, don't tell him.
You gonna bum me out?
Don't. No, yeah, it's about you, bro.
It's about Tommy.
I'm just kidding.
No, I heard it was the news, so I assume it. I hope it's not. I hope it's not about me. Okay.
Dude, you haven't seen the news, bro.
Dude, oh fuck! I'm in the news.
One gay little boy went viral.
Dude, regular guy who's in the news, who's just like, a plumber who's like, fuck.
I never wanted this.
I'm in the news.
He's like, please stop! Don't interview me.
It's just a picture of his face, and it's like, this guy stinks.
This guy.
Reports are coming in that this guy sucks bad.
Let's go to our correspondent in the field. Frank, do you think he wipes his ass?
No, he does not. He does not wipe his ass, and he sucks.
I'm just getting word that he's also gay.
Which is okay. And I'm also getting word that that's okay.
I'm getting word that you're gay and you suck.
But the gay part is fine.
Yeah, but you sucking is not related to you being.
It's not, completely mutually exclusive. Wait, I do want to know what you were showing Ryan.
Okay, so
I heard Russia. I heard something about Russia.
This is it's not really a scoop. It's from
Don't drink like a gerbil. Stop drinking like a gerbil.
Stop that. Stop it right now.
Stop drinking like a gerbil, Tommy.
Grant, continue. I'm sorry.
Stop. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta just wet my whistle.
It's all hydrate up.
Damn, if I had a straw, I'd be blowing bubbles in this fucking shit, dude.
Yo, no one ever does that anymore.
Blowing bubbles in my beer at the bar.
No one ever blows bubbles anymore.
That has to be a tweet.
Should I tweet that?
I think that was a tweet, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
No, that was not it. No one's ever thought of that.
Nobody's ever tweeted that shit.
Yeah, asking for a straw with your beer. Can I get a straw with this? Huh? Yeah, and a squiggly one too, please.
Can I get a paper straw with this beer?
Yeah.
Asking the bartender for a straw with my beer so I can blow bubbles in it.
Yeah. And then in parentheses, dabs a million times. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's perfect the way it is.
All right, fire it off.
Send it to Clay.
You abuse the group chat.
I know I do.
All right, let's.
Dude, you're a group chat abuser, serial abuser. Serial group chat abuser Ryan Call is yet again sending another tweet to the DM room.
Yet again,
Dude,
in the news. It will gain 1 retweet and 34 likes.
You know what?
34 likes.
Yesterday got 34 likes. I was like, what the fuck am I doing, man? You fucked up when Clay retweets you and it only gets like 30 likes. You're like,
you fucked up.
You know you fucked up in your little ass.
Don't.
Please, someone tell me about Russia.
It was just a thing in the sky.
I'll send you the video of it. It's from 2009. We're talking breaking.
Oh, 2009.
Noticias Telemundo con José Díaz Balart.
By the way, I'm having sex with a family member right now.
Yep.
Breaking news from 2000.
And that's true. If you're just tuning into the podcast and you're not familiar with that segment, Ryan did do that. And we're still friends with him.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, he had sex with a family member, and it was actually their dog. The dog, by the way, it wasn't even it was the family dog.
I had sex with a family member, and you'll never guess which one it was.
Never guess how many legs it has.
It's Steve Harvey, Family Feud survey. Show us who's the hottest family member. Ding, sister.
Stepsister.
Ding.
Neither, which would be insane.
Dog.
Survey, show me uncle. Ah, come on, man.
Can't be the hottest if you're the uncle.
Uncle says that. He's like, show me uncle.
Show me uncle.
Show me uncle.
Come on, nobody.
Come on, nobody.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, me and Ryan we're going conspiracy brain over here.
for different reasons.
Well, I mean, for the same reason.
About different things.
For the same reason at the core of it, which is we're trying to find the truth.
Oh.
And the truth is we're white. But there was just a weird... so
You're going to have to push back on that one, you guys. Gonna have to disagree.
What was it? Okay, I was talking about the CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, because people are saying
Tommy knows all about this.
Yeah,
the Large Hadron Collider. Tommy loves that thing,
the look
dude.
on your face.
I feel like you guys just made up words.
Tommy's all about the fucking Large Hadron.
I feel like you guys just said a word that I mispronounced on accident.
Say Large Hadron Collider.
He can't even attempt.
Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty good.
It's like Joe Biden forming a single
It
sentence.
sounds like Large Hat Drunk Collider.
That's how you remember it.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Like a large hat is drunk and colliding. It's like like I'm on the highway and I see a like a hat mobile that's drunk and colliding towards my way.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that what it is?
yes, that is. I mean, that's a good way to remember it. It's a gigantic. I don't even really know what it is, but
It shoots like atoms and particles at each other.
it shoots atoms at each other, and they're trying to basically create a black hole. Which Stephen Hawking.
I'm sorry, you're telling me two phallus-shaped objects are shooting atoms at each other, trying to create a black hole?
I don't recall saying.
Sounds pretty gay to me. You're telling me two penis-shaped objects
I think you brought that detail.
are trying to bust towards each other to create a hole?
What do you think an atom looks like, Tommy?
What do I think an atom looks like?
Adam from Adam and Eve?
Listen, it was Adam and Eve.
You think they're shooting two guys named Adam at each other?
Well, the original guys named Adam. They're shooting them at each other to create Adam and Steve. They're shooting Adam and Steve.
They did say so they discovered a particle when they did this called the Higgs boson.
Oh, I bet it was called the Higgs boson.
No, but they call it the God particle. Right, Ryan? Are you with
Higgs
me?
boson sounds like a fucking, look at this Higgs boson walking in here.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it.
Anyways, when they fired this thing up the first time, people say that
When they plugged it in.
Adam, are you ready? Yes. Okay, other
When they pulled when the engine pulled this thing.
both
When they
guys,
pulled this thing.
both guys named Adam, just hard as a rock. They're like, we're ready. Shoot us at each other.
When they fired this thing up.
they say
It's a big crank. It's a big wheel crank. Just a guy going, all right, let's shoot these guys.
she can't hold much longer.
We need to shoot it now.
Scottish.
We need to
shoot the men at each other.
She ain't gonna hold much longer. We gotta fire them off now. It's a now or never. Damn, it's so awesome being this fucking stupid
awesome.
with the boys.
I know.
We should take a college course and just
ruin it.
Yeah.
We should take like astrophysics at the University of Minnesota and just be like, what the fuck, dude?
Wait, is
The
this
hell,
gay?
dude?
You talking about guys? You talking about shooting guys at each other?
It's so awesome. Each one of us, we're all like an idiot who just gained sentience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just gained self-awareness and was like, oh, I
and
have a
we're
self.
just all we do is just like learn from each other. Like that's
Yeah.
the only
Worse.
one of us
It's-
will learn one thing.
All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Let's get one thing straight.
What's awesome about this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys is equally as stupid as everything you're interjecting. Like, what I'm trying to say is when they
we'll see about
when
that,
they turned
Grant.
it on is when we jumped into like a parallel timeline, and that's why the Mandela effect exists.
But it was
and
a thing
stuff.
before then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the
talking
Mandela effect has always exists. It's just it exists more when there's just more things in culture being created.
Yeah, well, it didn't
Like,
exist
like
before Mandela
yeah,
was
because
born.
They're talking with such authority on this.
listen, man. Okay. This is Tommy and History Ryan
yeah.
Tommy and Ryan History podcast.
Tommy
now.
and History Ryan podcast. Welcome to Tommy and History
No, but
Ryan
listen to me.
podcast.
Listen to me, man. In the fucking 1920s and 1930s, there was fucking 5 movies out. There was 20 songs and 111 books.
14 sea shanties. 14 of those songs were sea shanties.
Yeah, and only 2 meals to eat, okay? And if you couldn't remember 99% of those things, you were put into a mental hospital, okay? Now there's 1,000 million everything.
Dude, it is
no one can remember shit. Just culture has just imploded.
It is so funny,
and that's why the Mandela effect exists.
How different mental health is now versus like the 1920s, where it was like,
what about what I said?
If you were like
smart.
If you were depressed, they would just be like, "Yeah, you got to go to like a hotel where they just beat the shit out of you until you're not so depressed anymore." Now it's just like, it's different, you know.
Now you get a dog.
Now you're like, I can bring this dog in Walmart
now they give you a Chihuahua. That's the most fucked up thing to ever exist.
Talking about you, Zach.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's better now. You know. Would you agree?
In some ways, yes.
Yes, I would agree, but also I think they should bring back lobotomies if you're consent. You know what I mean?
Lobotomies for the boys.
Lobotomies, because like sometimes I'm just like, huh?
I said I dated a woman who was lobotomies.
Bro,
what about lobotom?
Bro, you gotta.
That would be. Hey, here's my impression of
you gotta chill, man.
Here's my impression of a guy who's about to get a lobotomy. Oh yeah, you can lobotomy these nuts. You can lobotomy these nuts.
Bro, you just can't say that sort of thing anymore.
Lobotomy this ass.
All right, let's.
I'm from Bikini Lobotom. I'm sponge dumb sponge square
sponge
pants,
dumb.
man.
Sponge dump.
I think it is. I think it is better now, Grant. But also that's why, to push back on it, that's why the Mandela effect exists. It's not because of this machine. It's because there's just too much culture, you know?
No, it's because Mandela was born. There would be no effect if he was never born. That's why a lot of people say, would you go back in time and kill Hitler? No, I would kill Nelson Mandela so
I could remember shit.
So that there was one world where everything happened for everybody.
New Mandela effect just dropped. Trump was president for 3 terms.
So they think that because the machine was created, that's when
they might have opened up a dimension. They might have created a black hole. Stephen Hawking said before he died that what they're doing had like great potential risk for like,
and it sounded really funny when he said it. All right, robot boy, shut up. Shut the hell up.
When did they turn this thing on, Grant?
I think it was like probably 2008 or 2009 or somewhere around that.
Dude,
when the market crashed.
How fucking smart do you have to be to have a robot voice? You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I was thinking?
Sorry, I just have more questions. But yeah, what were you thinking?
Well, in the same kind of vein, you remember the Y2K thing? I mean, Tommy, you might not. Do you remember that? You were what, like 5 years old or something?
Do you remember living through it?
I do. Yeah.
What?
You don't?
No, dude.
The year 2000?
93. I was 7.
Oh, I would remember when I was 7.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember when you were
from
7?
My childhood? No.
I don't remember the significance of Y2K. I probably remember being 4 years old.
Do you know
in some capacity? I remember 9/11 happening.
Okay,
I remember now. Dude, that's what sucks about not being able to remember your child. Is it's because it's like, is it because I had so many concussions, or because was it because I was molested? You know, which happened?
Take your pick, honestly.
Take your dick, honestly.
Maybe both. But what I was thinking is that maybe Y2K did, because what they were saying about that was that when all the computers turned over from 1999 to 2000, like all the encoded data with those dates, since that was turning over, they would all go haywire and something would happen. It didn't that we know of, but think about ever since the year 2000, dude. Nothing has been the same since the year 2000. That was like,
but nothing has been the same every year going. That's how the future works, and that's how time works. Nothing is ever the same. That's how time progresses.
Yeah. Nothing's been the same since Hitler was defeated.
I'm just saying.
What do you?
It's the fridge. It's doing something.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. The fridge scared me.
Okay, yeah. I thought it might have been. My Roomba's been just randomly turning back on, so that might happen.
Y2K, man.
Y2K.
More like Y-poo gay.
All right, let's start the show. Let's start the fucking show. 15 minutes in.
Are we using any of that?
Oh, we'll use it all.
Yeah, we have to use all of that.
15-minute preamble.
Yep. Now
We
you're
have to use that all because
fucking-
my computer's also half charged. So
All right, we gotta. Hey, everybody.
We got to do this really quick.
Welcome to the We Cool podcast. If we talk really fast and squeeze it all in, I can like
Stretch it
execute
out.
it in
yeah.
post. I can
If
slow
we
it
go
down
if
in
we go at
post.
×2 speed.
So if you're listening to this, just know that we recorded this episode in 15 minutes, and then I slowed it down. But hey, you're listening to the We Cool podcast where we apologize, demand apologies, and read anonymous listener apologies. I'm one of your hosts, Grant Winkles, sitting to my right.
I'm Ryan Call. I'm one of the other hosts of this podcast. I'm sitting to the left of Grant Winkles.
And sitting,
Or wait,
well, it would be due
You're
east.
sitting to the right.
I'm still sitting to the right.
Sitting northeast. Spatially. Geographically.
Yeah.
I would be sitting most right.
Yeah.
Alt right.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Far right.
ultimate
Far
right.
right.
Far right, you might
And the
say.
far right
I'm
member of
ultimate
our
right.
podcast, Ultimate Right.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Tommy Ben Shapiro Bayer.
So I really want to. What do the scientists think? I'm sorry. Can I just want to ask one more question. What do they think happened when they turned on this machine?
Well, I'm glad you asked
Do
this.
they think anything happened?
So what the people who are running it are saying, oh yeah, we're trying to open up a black hole, but nothing could go wrong. But they're saying that because they want to keep.
Are they actually trying to open a black hole? I don't think that's what they're trying to do.
No,
I
but
think they did it, and that's why Ezra Miller is around creating
Yes.
havoc.
You got spat out of that shit.
that's a musician, right?
No, that's
You
the
think Ezra
guy.
Furman-
Okay.
Ezra Furman's incredible.
What's Ezra Miller? What's Ezra Miller on?
He was
by
the
the way,
Flash.
it's a podcast where we apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
He was the
Give me the
Flash
lowdown.
boy.
Yeah, he's an actor, and he's like
The Flash.
he's like in Hawaii, and he
He's
just like
beating the shit out of people in Hawaii.
he just beats the shit out of people in Hawaii and goes to jail and has weird he starts like weird cults. I think I read a thing where
Did you see that TikTok where the
he
kids
has
had-
like 4 women who have families and stuff like that and are living on some estate that he does weird stuff.
Yeah. Talk about a guy who deserves an
Anyways,
apology.
that's what happened when the black hole, they turned it on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So what do scientists think anything happened, or are they just like,
I mean, there's there's I think there's division in the points of view. Like the ones who are, oh, I know this guy. Oh yeah, this guy's crazy.
yeah, okay.
So the people who are working on it, they want to keep working on it. So they're like, oh no, it's totally chill, man. Like nothing's going on here that's weird at all, you know. And then everybody else is
Wait,
like,
Grant, there's also a Chinese guy who works there. What does he sound like?
No, allow me. Okay.
But then people on the outside are like, hey, maybe don't fuck with like the space-time continuum and the fabric of reality. You know, maybe that's like not such.
Let him futz with it. Let him futz. That's
Like-
what I
But they've already been futzing.
They're futzing.
They've been futzing, dude, and they just turned it on in the beginning of July, and it's going to be running for like 6 years. So
Let him futz.
new Mandela effect dropping soon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we wouldn't. The great thing about it is we wouldn't know if it
Maybe.
gets.
What
Yeah.
if
I just show up with like a lobster claw as a hand on the next episode, and you guys are just like, that's Tommy.
Yeah.
he's always
Yeah.
had a
And then
lobster claw.
one listener would be like, Tommy didn't always have a lobster.
One listener gets like split outside of it somehow.
It's Henry.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Tommy didn't have a lobster claw hand.
He was in Chicago like a year ago.
I shook his hand and it
He
wasn't. a
touched the
lobster
bean
claw.
with only human hand.
We go back to the pictures and see with the lobster claw on the bean.
And he's like, oh my God.
This is so embarrassing.
Shout
Tom,
out to Henry.
You want to know about the conspiracy hole that I've been going down?
What is that?
This one's worse than mine.
It's not my asshole, I'll tell you that.
It's his dick hole.
Oklahoma City bombing. You remember this? Timothy McVeigh. Does that name ring a bell?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so he's like a white supremacist. Do you remember like Waco or Ruby Ridge, like any of these like major
Yeah,
events?
I remember Waco.
Okay.
Not Ruby Ridge.
Okay, so like early 90s, sometime in the 90s, these guys, there's like a bunch of like nationalists, like white nationalists, kind of similar to like what's happening now, but they're very religious at the time. And for the most part, they're like survivalists. They just kind of want to like do their own thing. The government like fucks up and like shoots some people at Ruby Ridge, which like pisses off a bunch of these guys. And then they also siege Waco, which is like this big home of a cult, and there's like children in there. They bomb it down, like a bunch of people die. It's like a really big thing.
They fucked them up. They fucked them both up really bad.
Yeah. So Timothy McVeigh and then I think Terry Nichols, two guys, they blew up the Murrah building in Oklahoma City. I think it's like 60 people died. A bunch of them were children. What a lot of people think, though, is that Timothy McVeigh might have been either like a CIA agent or the CIA was having agents infiltrate these like groups, these paramilitary groups, and like trying to egg them on so that they could stop it.
Couldn't that also be the FBI?
The FBI too, yeah.
Because the FBI does that shit still.
They both do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done that with.
They do it to like
Black
autistic.
Panthers.
Yeah, they do it to like autistic Middle Eastern men. They like give them everything they need to build a fake bomb, then arrest them for terrorism.
Here's why people think CIA is more likely is because McVeigh was in the military. He tries out to be a Green Beret. He washes out. He's like, yeah, like he had like physical pains basically. Goes out of the military, returns to civilian life. Here's the thing though. A lot of times that's where the CIA will recruit guys is in like, you know, Green Beret training or like Navy SEALs. Like they'll approach people and be like, hey, come work for the CIA.
Yeah, are you insane?
What?
They'll approach guys and figure out if they're insane.
Yeah. Do you want to come be a CIA assassin?
Yeah, are you a psycho? Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we're going to say that you failed out of this, but you're going to actually still work for us. So that's what a lot of people think is like McVeigh had some ties to the CIA. They might have been pushing him on. Also,
he was a Green Beret.
Yeah. What's really fucking crazy, one of the cops who was at the scene, he was the lieutenant, he disagreed with the official report of what happened. His superiors were like, you got to rewrite your report to support like the official narrative. He kept saying, no. And then he was like telling people like, yeah, I've got like some news about like what happened here. Mm-hmm. Like 2 days later, he's like dead in a ditch. He's been shot in the head twice. He slit his wrists, crawled like a football field away from his car that was locked. And it's just like, and they ruled it as suicide.
I know, it's so funny when you look up all the ruled as suicide reports, just like how comically they're not suicides. Like if you look at like there's like this like I don't know, there's just like this fucking Wikipedia page. It's like a Wikipedia page which just shows like all the people who worked under the Clintons that committed like suicide.
The Clinton body count.
Yeah, the Clinton body count. I don't know. I think like, well, there's like, it shows like when they worked for them and like what they did for them and stuff. Like they're real people.
Part of that is I feel like the Clintons know a lot of fucking people. Like some of them are going to die in weird ways.
The one guy.
Yeah, but it's like 150 guys who like killed themselves by like throwing themselves through glass
I know,
and shooting themselves in midair.
Or shooting themselves in the back of the head 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times and throwing themselves off like a fucking like a 20-story high rise.
The guy who they found in the car, it's like Vince Carter.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, Vince Carter, the basketball player.
He was doing a dunk. He was dunking.
The NBA dunk contest.
I didn't know, horrible dunking accident.
Looks like he dunked himself to death. Perfect 10 though. He won the dunk.
He slam jammed himself.
All right,
18 times.
We should move on from this bullshit. But if anybody wants to look up the guy Ryan was just talking about, his name is Terrence Yeekey. Is that look that up. It's fucking insane.
Also, real quick, dude. Another thing that's been kind of fucking with my head. Every like the JFK, the guy who killed JFK, the guy who killed RFK, the guy who killed John Lennon, the guy who killed MLK. None of those guys went to trial. Like they
just pled guilty.
They either pled guilty or they were killed beforehand, which is kind of fucked up. It makes me think like maybe the CIA did figure out.
Because people Well, Sirhan, the guy who shot Robert F. Kennedy, he was part of MK Ultra.
A lot of those guys, like it seems like they all have like connections, or like there could be
Which
connections.
MK Ultra was the CIA, as we have discussed.
Dude, I wish I worked for the CIA. That would be so cool. To just know this stuff.
I got an apology to demand.
Yeah. Which is what the podcast is usually about. It's not usually a conspiracy theory podcast, but I am fascinated.
Maybe we pivot.
Maybe we pivot.
Maybe
Right in
we
if you think we
pivot.
should pivot.
As long as you keep one foot down, you can pivot.
Scotty pivot, baby.
I went to Jeremy Pivot. I went to the Jack White concert in Minneapolis the other day. Fucking amazing show. He played 30 songs, played for 2 hours.
Too
It's
much.
Just a marathon. It was a little bit. I mean, he's like my favorite artist, so I was there for it, but it was long. It's like he could have cut 6 of the new album songs, you know.
Leave us
Did you
one.
ever see that rock and roll documentary where he's like stringing that guitar
Oh yeah.
on that farm, and it's just
yeah.
like it's like 2 strings, and he like builds it out of like wood and like builds the amp.
And then
It's
he plays it with a
so-
beer bottle.
So sick.
Yeah. So he did that. That was most of the 2 hours was him constructing a beer
So
bottle
awesome.
guitar. Then he had to
Damn.
rush through the 30 songs. It was
cool.
fucked up.
Whoa, that's
Whoa,
awesome.
he built the
we
guitar. Wow.
were standing like super far away, so it was just like I think he's doing the documentary thing. He's got a hammer. But this guy, or I assume it was a guy because I sorry if this is gendered thinking, if it's binary thinking, but I don't think a woman would be doing this. Just ripping nasty farts in the concert the whole time. Like,
Is this in an enclosed space?
it was in like it was at the Armory. Like,
Oh, okay.
Sounds like Ryan's ex-wife was there.
but yeah, dude, you can't be, dude. Also, when I was flying back from Austin last week, that is a good one, Tommy. You deserve
like
a victory lap on
Ryan's.
that one.
Nasty ex-wife.
Tommy, you want to thank anybody? You want to thank anybody for that?
I don't know your ex-wife.
Nice.
Thank
Doubling
the
down,
Academy.
baby.
Somebody was farting on the
I'd
plane.
like to thank the Academy, or
Somebody
as I
was farting
call
on the
them,
plane.
my ex-wife, because she's so big.
She's big and fat and gross.
It's
disgusting.
farty.
She's my
My farty ex-wife.
Or as I call her, Farty McFly, because she went back in time and fucking stinks. She sucks, and she's got cerebral palsy.
yeah, more like the man smell effect, if you know what I'm saying. Talking about my ex-wife over here, guys.
The
Yo,
woman smell effect.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's 2022. Let's get the Mandela effect going on in here.
There you go.
That's gonna be the new Mandela effect. It was the Mandela effect the whole time.
So this guy's being a nasty bitch in the crowd.
Yeah, I don't. That's nothing more than that. Just don't fucking do that. Especially if you rip one time and you're like, oh, that smells fucking heinous. don't do it again. Like
Just a guy going to the Jack White concert, fresh off of barbecue. He drank 3 IPAs, and he's just doing damage in the crowd. That's the real Oklahoma bombing right there. That's domestic terrorism.
It is, man. It was nasty. Somebody in front of us said it smelled like somebody pooped their pants, and it did. So don't, you know.
Well, maybe they did. And maybe you're fucked up for making fun of this guy.
I'm not making fun of him.
Just because he pooped his pants a little bit in public as a grown man, and you're gonna
The
make fun of him?
concert's 2 hours long. He's supposed to wait?
What is he supposed to go to the bathroom while Jack fucking White is playing 30 songs in a row?
and building a guitar from scratch,
Yeah.
from material that he found backstage.
Woodworking.
Yeah, that's it. Just I don't know, fucking
Did it take you out of the concert experience?
a little bit.
I'll put him back in.
No, I
Really
got
put him
into it.
in.
I got really.
Yeah, Grant's stinky nasty ass. I bet you like that shit too. That's why you're bringing it up.
Yeah, you're so fucking smelly, dude.
Yeah, dude, you fucking sick fuck.
You love smelly shit, dude. Grant,
Yeah, Grant
has a cheese
was.
collection.
I'm like a dog. I'll roll in it.
Grant has a cheese collection, and it's in his garbage. It's just all sorts of different kinds of stinky cheeses, Grant.
Yeah, Grant hangs up cheese on his wall, and he goes, "Dad, this one's from 1991."
He's got a big.
The year I was born.
It's not wheels, it's not slices, it's chunks of cheese.
Yeah,
and he's put a nail through him. He hammered it in.
Blue cheese. It's hardest to nail blue cheese to the wall.
Yeah, he
It's
has
so
a big
crumbly.
cheese jersey.
It's
You know?
so crumbly.
I've got an apology to demand too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then there was just some there was like two people clearly like on a first date right behind us, like just fully like having a first date during the concert.
Yeah.
Shame
Like
on them.
like talking about where do you work? What do you do? Like
that
it's
is
like,
kind of
what
annoying.
the fuck, man?
Oh, at the Jack White concert?
Yeah.
Go to a concert on a first date?
Yeah, man.
That kind of concert's weird too. Like if it's like a local band, maybe you find like a booth or something.
Or like, hey, you want to go stop into this bar show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop in here, kind of sit in the back, have a cocktail, and then let's bounce over to this bar down the block.
Because then that is a good date thing. Because then you have a pivot.
The perfect date's a good dates. You want to keep it moving. You want motion because it helps. It helps
Not constant.
conversation.
You don't want constant motion.
You don't want constant motion, but you want some. Well,
Change
let's
in venue.
go.
Let's go do some push-ups, and then we can run. We can run away from my wife.
My nasty
No, but-
ex-wife.
Tommy, 331, great place for a date because you go in, grab a beer, maybe sit down, watch the band warm up, watch them play.
Go outside.
Go out to the patio, hang, talk.
Have a cig.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not smoking anymore, but
me neither.
I'm done vaping too now.
Really?
nice, dude.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm off the stuff.
I've been sober for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
That's what I
been
call not
sober
smoking cigarettes.
I've been sober since Saturday.
Nice. Good for you. Hey man, one day at a time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
One day getting fucked up at a time.
Yep. Yeah, what really helps me staying sober is drinking a lot of beer and smoking a ton of weed, man.
Dude, being sober is so lame.
I know.
If
I
you have a problem and then you address it,
I didn't drink Friday night too, and then I didn't drink Thursday, and then I didn't drink, and then I'm like, oh, and then I drank Saturday night, and Saturday night was the best night ever.
Yeah.
So
You're like, as a little
you do the math.
fucked
You
up.
do the math.
carry the 4.
So Ryan, you got an apology because I do want to hear about Tommy's experience going viral. He go viral.
That is true.
So
We need to
we
talk
should
about that.
give
Go
him
viral.
the sun. What's your apology? Is it?
I already talked to you about it today. It's just I was in a Quick Trip bathroom and these 2 teens come in, and I'm peeing, right, and then one of their squad is taking a shit, and they come in, they're like, dude, are you still shitting? And it's immediate pandemonium. Like they're all just screaming at each other.
Tommy loves it.
I finish up peeing. I go to wash my hands. They're like, all of a sudden, they're like roughhousing and like fighting in the fucking bathroom. And it's kind of a small space, So like I'm washing my hands. They're being super obnoxious.
Did you say it was a speedway?
Quick Trip.
Okay.
So and also, dude, I'm like in the middle of work. So I'm just like, I fucking hate everything about you.
Yeah, totally.
And then I'm drying my hands and there's 2 of them. They're kind of like in the middle of they're like blocking the door basically.
Yeah.
And then the big fat one is like behind me. And they're laughing their head off, and like I like am approaching them, and one of them is like, "Oh, dude, it was funny though, right?" Like to me, and I just like I didn't even think about it. It just was like instinct. I was just like, "No," and just kept walking.
Yeah.
And part of me wishes I would have said something like cooler, just like.
No, you're an adult.
But also, yeah, dude, it wasn't cool because it was like, no, dude, the only people on Earth
You wanted to clap back.
Yeah, but the only people on Earth who would think that this was even remotely funny. Also, I'm a stand-up comedian, motherfucker. I know funny. Okay? Trust me,
I invented funny. I wrote the book.
But like, they're the only people on Earth who would see this happening and be like, yeah, it's pretty funny. No other human being on Earth, if you took anyone else, would go, yeah, no, that was hilarious what you guys are doing.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was so annoying, dude.
Their teenagers are really, they suck really
It made
bad.
me feel old. Also, like I was telling this to Grant, and he was like, "This goes back to Tommy's point where you should be able to punch like a small child once a year."
Thank you. I feel like you guys were giving me some pushback when I said
No,
that.
no, I'm on board with this.
It would've
You're on board?
Here's the thing.
I feel like I said that with a guest. Did I say that on an episode with a guest?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. I feel like someone was like, "Why'd you say that?"
like
and I was like, "What do you mean when I said that? I'm talking about one kid."
Where
Did
you
the punch?
I think where we were giving you pushback is you kept saying like a 7-year-old.
Yeah, you were not too young. You were like, yeah, you were really
I think
young.
I did. I think I went like. I think I did go too young. Okay, I'm talking over 10.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
Not the first time Tommy went too young.
At the first time. That's
Won't be
true.
the
Don't
last
bring up that
either.
time yeah, it won't be the last either.
Yeah, I was just
You better
in my
watch
truck.
out, world.
I was just
You
in my
better
truck.
fucking
Like,
watch
Better
out.
watch your children.
I'm
world.
fucking crazy, man.
I was
No, I'm
just,
just kidding. I'm a good guy.
I'm
I'm
really
just kidding. I'm a good man. I'm a good man.
Yeah, man. But I was just sitting in my truck, just like fantasizing about the kid being like, it was funny though, right? And then I just like
No,
punch
it's
him
not
so
funny.
hard he like goes into a coma, you know, and like his life is never the same.
Take out a 357 Magnum and just blow him away.
No, just punch him so hard that he's like handicapped for the rest of his life. You know, like just like that was pretty funny though, right? When I fucking just destroyed you because I can, because I'm a grown man.
yeah, dude, you $1 million baby him on the
Yeah, dude.
urinal.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. You gotta.
Fun. While I'm at work, I'm
And
working.
then you just
No
get-
one should be having this much fun
get-
around me.
Get in your car and drive away.
And just
just
don't.
leave him there.
Yeah, I don't think about it ever again. I forget about it.
I used to do shitty things all the time.
Oh,
I
me
remember one
too.
time-
Yeah, I was-
I mean, that's just what you got to do. It's the circle of life.
But it
You're
just-
a fucking
it's-
shithead, but you're supposed to be mad, and we're supposed to be mad at them.
I think-
and they're supposed to make us mad.
That's true.
Everyone's
you are supposed
doing-
to age into being mad.
Everyone's
sucks, too.
everyone's doing exactly what they should be doing.
I saw like some of myself in him, and I wanted to just be like, no, it's not funny. And dude, this is why in like 5 years you're gonna look back and be like, oh, of course I wasn't getting any pussy because I acted like this all the time. I was just like
Yeah.
a fucking annoying little rat
Yeah.
that should have been handicapped by a man in a bathroom
By-
in a quick trip bath.
I at a movie theater, me and my friend one time, we were like in 7th or 8th grade, and there was a guy pissing in the movie
Classic.
at an AMC, and he was the only one
Outrageous.
pissing. And we went to either side of him.
And then you
I
were
was-
talking.
No. He was my friend was on his left. I was on his right. Right next, all the stalls empty, and we just dropped full trow.
I mean, that does sound
And
kind of funny.
I know, but we basically like, and this man, this is a full grown man, and we like sexually assaulted him.
And he's the guy who would get in trouble.
And he's the guy who would get in trouble if anything, if
Well,
he
yeah,
spoke
although
about it
Tommy-
at all.
The thing though is, I don't know what your friend looks like. How old were you?
I don't know, 12?
Yeah, see, Tommy, the problem is his body looked like the
A 9-year-old.
the age of a child that would actually pee like that. So the guy was
Yeah.
probably just like, oh, yeah, it's like my son does this all
Yeah.
the time. My son's.
My friend looked like a normal 12 or 13-year-old, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that, I mean, you just, that's what happens.
Yeah, that would be disturbing if that happened to you today.
I would be very upset if two teenagers I would be very uncomfortable and very upset.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be very pissed off. I would probably go tell their parents. I'm not gonna lie. If we were at like a baseball game and I saw that and I just like, hey, just so you know, this is what your son did.
Yeah.
Also, can I?
He's a fucking perv. No.
Hey, your 12-year-old was coming on to me in the bathroom.
Yeah, even though I did the exact same thing, like growing up, you know. But yeah. No, I wouldn't snitch. Hey, Cap.
All right, let's hear about going viral, baby.
I don't know. What do you wanna fucking know? What do you wanna know, dude?
I don't know.
What's it like,
any
Tommy?
Fun
Tommy,
things?
Tommy, what's it like?
What's
What's it like to be you, man?
I don't know. It's fucking. It was nice. It was cool.
You still getting some roll-ins?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people liked it.
like, did anything
A lot of
stand
famous
out?
people
Did
liked it.
did anything stand out to you? Was there an experience that you said you got recognized on the subway? What was that like?
Someone was like said like peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And I was like, yeah, man. And he's like, dude. And he like left. And I was like, yeah, you know, and everyone else was like, what the fuck just happened?
Was it awkward? Was it awkward after that? Were
I
you
had
able
my
to
head.
make
Well,
conversation?
this guy, and then there was another guy who I think was. Well, now no one cares. Now no one cares at all at this point. It was just a week.
Now people look at
again-
you with disdain. They're like, "Oh, dude, look at
Yeah,
that!
I hate that. Yeah, look at
The
that.
peanut
guy.
butter sandwich guy." Jesus.
Tommy.
What a piece of shit.
Tommy,
I
I
think
care.
what?
I care.
I think a guy took a picture of me, and I hope I'm making that. The guy was like looking at me. After that happened, I was like, it got in my head, and I probably got a little ego. I mean, I did get an ego out of it. So then there was a guy on the train like looking at me, and then I think he took a picture of me, but he was just probably on some regular old perv shit, if you ask me.
He was like, "Oh, this
boy.
7-year-old boy."
He's probably on some his regular old perv shit. I don't know. Everyone I work with saw it, you know, and they're like, "You're a comedian?" And I'm like, they've known these people for years.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, man. And they're like, okay, when are you going to invite me to a show? And I'm like, you just found out. Like, you just, what do you mean invite you? Like,
You're never, yeah.
And I'm not inviting anybody. You can come or don't, you know.
It's not my child's birthday party. I'm not going to invite you to it.
Yeah. What, the Jeremy Allen White guy, I don't know if I said this last episode, but his, the actor, like the guy on the show, his like dog
Army
nanny reached out, and she was like, yeah, he liked it, and I was like, it's awesome.
Nice.
I'm glad. I'm like, I wanted to DM the account and be like, can you just fucking put me in the next season?
Oh.
I feel like I brought you so much advertisement. You know,
it would be
like,
so funny.
Can I just be like an Irish street youth who just comes in and gets a sandwich?
Dude, you're in the kitchen. You don't have a speaking role, but you're in the background and you are making a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I was like, come on, get me in the show.
Yeah.
You know,
dude, you should slide into the What do you have to lose?
I should slide in and be like, can I be in the next season?
Can you boy get a cameo?
And I'd say, can I be in the next season? ? I feel like I deserve it most.
Don't say that.
Yeah, just say.
I feel like I gotta go hard, you know?
No, just say, hey, can I get a cameo in the next season?
Just say, hey, weird question. Can I be in the next season? And then in parentheses, because of all I've done for the show.
Yeah, I feel like for all I've done.
Dude, I think
if you don't let me in the show, I'm gonna say the director sexually harassed.
and then the fucking intern who runs the Twitter account is gonna
get
fired.
Fuck. No, I'm not gonna.
You know what you got to do? Tweet at them publicly. Tweet it publicly. Go, hey, can I be in the show next season?
Yeah, I feel like I really earned this.
Have us gas it.
Mm-hmm. I think the DM might be more effective for that, because remember when Clay tried to get, what was it, Dairy Queen to sell frozen ice cream cake by the slice instead of a whole cake, and that got like 500,000 retweets or something,
and nothing happened.
And nothing happened, man. You gotta back channel this. You gotta.
It is true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe you gotta back channel it. Maybe you have to really back channel it. Maybe you should message me and then I'll message them.
All right. Well, Tommy, did you have anything else to add, or if anything else pops into your brain, I'm really curious, because this was the most mega viral you went so far, right? Wouldn't you say?
Well, it's hard to go viral on Twitter with a video, because there's a lot of things, especially a comedy video, because Twitter like contains all types of like media. There's like politics, there's threads, there's monkeys riding around on motorcycles.
Yeah. The three types of
and
media.
That's not a video. It's just what happened.
You know, there's just like a lot of things going on. Like TikTok is more like it depending on what your algorithm is, it's giving you like a few different things, you know, but Twitter's just like a ton of shit, you know, it's just a shit storm of media genres. I don't know what the right word is.
I didn't even clock it, because I was looking, when you put it out, I was looking at it on Instagram, and then like 2 days later I go over, I was off Twitter for a while and I looked at it, and then it was just fucking huge there, which is surprising, because it's not really like you said. Yeah,
so it's like, so when a comedy, that's why the Please Don't Destroy guys are so fucking awesome, because like they were going viral on Twitter with comedy, like they were getting millions of likes on TikTok too, but it's especially hard on Twitter because there is just so much. So when it's just like a sketch video, you know, like when there's a sketch video that does like a lot of numbers, like everyone like saw that video like those 2 days online, you know, so that's like cool, you know, that it got like, you know, and like
we didn't say Bill Burr shared it.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr.
Sick.
Yeah, it's funny that like Bill Burr saw that and was like, this video's pretty fucking good. Yes, pretty funny.
Chef.
Yeah, chef. Yeah, it's pretty fucking. Kid's pretty funny.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah. No, that I was stoked. I was like, oh fuck, like me and Clay were at work and we were like, dude, let's go, dude. It's so because we're like me and Clay have to make another video now, and we're just like, I don't know, like we have like a few ideas, but we're like, we're not gonna
get 100 views.
Yeah, it's gonna get 100 views, and then we're like, yes, hopefully we can have like a good one, like the next 4 videos we release, we can have like one good one,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight. I don't know. I'm into making sketch. I'm having a good time doing that.
Yeah, dude. They're rocking.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate
Rocking
it.
and rolling. Well, today's anonymous apology ties in. So if you want to submit or demand your own anonymous apology, go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast. After all, that is what we do on this podcast.
Yes. I am on low battery too, so if I do, I mean, it's happened before on the podcast. But...
Okay.
God,
Sorry, guys. My girlfriend unplugged my laptop. I don't know what to say. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, I found you through Tommy's viral sketch about that Hulu show I've never seen.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm enjoying all the old episodes and glad you called out that old man for not flushing the toilet at the gas station. Ryan.
This happened. Oh,
I think it was only like 3 episodes
All
ago.
all of Ryan's apologies now are just
Revolve around
in
a quick
the gas
trip.
station.
It's all bathroom problems.
in a gas station bathroom.
Oh my!
Hey man, it's that or a bucket.
You couldn't even remember which one this was.
Wait,
You were like, was that me who said that one?
Wait, which altercation was this that I had in a gas station bathroom? Bro, I've been having. Don't even ask me.
No.
No.
Stop it.
What?
Stop.
What?
Anyways, I'd like.
Doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Insane. Like I remember.
Dude, I've been having altercations in gas station bathrooms. Okay, my
Yeah,
entire
I mean,
life.
it's a.
Oh, so you think the altercation?
A lot of it's just internal altercations, just me in the toilet.
Yeah.
Fighting for my life.
Give me some there.
Why do they call it the restroom? Anyways, I'd like to. This that has nothing to do with the apology. He just respects you for that.
God damn it. Another RCU member.
This person respects me. For
It's
that.
okay. Anyways, I'd like to apologize to my wife for the following. We'll have detailed conversations, and I completely check out.
Oh, dude, brother.
Guys being guys.
Dude,
Perhaps I learned this skill during high school.
It's a skill.
you didn't. No, it's a coping mechanism. It's not a skill.
Hey, I'm sorry I got too good at ignoring my wife.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
my
she
bad.
wants to
I must have
divorce me
learned.
because I got too good. I'm gonna turn pro, aka get divorced. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Okay. Perhaps I learned this skill during high school where the other person thinks I'm paying attention because my brain knows when to insert a throwaway comment after a pause.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of these conversations. She gets super pissed. Sometimes I'll miss something important and it bites me in the ass later. Thanks, Brendan in DC.
Nice.
for
Thank you for
writing
writing
in.
in, Brendan.
Yeah, that was a good apology.
That was a very good
And you know
apology.
Apology accepted, man.
Yeah, dude.
Listen, Brendan, just to relate, I also, I don't want to speak for Ryan and Grant, but I also feel bad because I tune out, I just have bad.
When do you tune out? Who do you tune out, Tommy?
When I'm talking to my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I tune out a little bit, and I'd like to say it's not my fault, but I'm going to hold accountability, and say, yeah, you got to try and be present.
You got to try to listen when your girlfriend talks.
Sometimes, even when there's no story arc, you just got to get in there,
Why do
You
you
know,
think you stop? Do you think it's because you get bored with
Well,
her?
I hang out with comedians all the time, and I don't want to make. Okay, I don't want to just. It's annoying when comedians make the like, oh, we're different than civilian. I don't. That's played out. But I'm hanging around comedians who are trying so hard to like hold everyone's attention.
Yeah.
If you're around, I'm around a group of people who are trying so hard. So then when you're around people who just are not trying that,
We're just normal human beings.
Yeah, who are just like hanging out and so it is my fault, and
who don't repeat stories over and over and edit them and sharpen them and make them better and better. And then you're talking
who are not psychos. This is more of like this is why the stand-up comedy community is insane and whatever. But you
guys do bits though, right? You do bits with your girlfriend?
Oh yeah, all the time.
You gotta do bits.
But sometimes when it's just about like coworkers,
yeah, do a bit. Do a bit. That's what helps me. Is like if
I don't relate to this at all.
No,
I'm completely 100% attentive.
Does Kelly listen to the podcast?
I'm being vulnerable right now. Being vulnerable and honest.
No, man, you got to make it a bit. You got to do a bit, and then that helps you remember it. If you're like joking about it, yeah, seriously. If you can find something funny in it,
find the game
that she thinks is funny, and then you think is funny, you're gonna remember it because it's like, oh yeah, we both laughed about that. And sometimes those become recurring bits in the relationship, and it's really fun.
I think I have to get out of my own head.
Yeah,
I think it's like an ego. It's like my problem, and I'm in my own head, and I have to get out of that and be present with others.
Free yourself and do a little bit. I've been calling Miranda Blabia.
Okay.
Labia.
Sometimes when she is complaining about her coworkers, though, I do like I say like it helps me to be present because I start saying violent things about them.
Yeah, you go aggressively on her side.
Yeah, and then that starts to be like a funny thing.
Yeah, you double down.
Invest yourself into her problems.
Yeah. So
advocate for her.
So maybe that's some advice. Take it to the next level. Turn up the volume on whatever she's saying.
Manifest yourself into being passionate about what she's talking about.
Yeah, so she's complaining about something and be like, oh, you're pissed about that? I'm gonna kill that guy.
Oh, you think you're mad about that?
You think you're mad about that? I just thought about murdering him, and then she's like,
you're mad about that? You see that wall over there?
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to do to that wall because of what you just told me.
Yeah, interesting that you're complaining about your coworker, Jeremy. I have this wall over here with pictures and lines around him and circles over his face. I'm plotting a murder. And she's like, oh my God, you're so sweet and nice and attentive and a good listener. And next thing you know, you're having a little bit of sexual intercourse.
Yes.
You guys have good fake laughs?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have a good work.
I've been working on one. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
You
want to hear mine?
Yeah.
That's right.
Dude,
that's right. I go deeper and lower and cooler.
Miranda and I were on the verge of breaking up because I've been doing that so much. And I was like, I got to just get it out on the pod, man. Just do the...
Can I just point out one thing that's funny?
Sure, Grant.
May I point out a humorous...
I'm getting ready.
Yeah, ready? Yeah. Brendan in DC has listened attentively to our entire backlog, and he can't have a conversation with his wife. he loves the three of us.
Yeah, but these idiots.
He respects you for getting into gas station bathroom altercations, and he's like, I can't seem to pay attention to anything the person I
love and have devoted my life to.
Mm-hmm. Here's another thing. Also, you're trying to pay attention to the people, in your life, the people you love. You're trying to pay attention to their stories. Start getting a little cocaine habit. Get a little cocaine.
That's good advice.
Get really in there, okay? You have a problem, take that problem out and bring another problem in.
Yes. Make them focus on your problem. Also, you know what another good diversion is?
Everybody knows cocaine makes you A better
Smarter.
listener.
A better list. Yes, exactly. Yeah, she's talking about her business. You say enough of your business. What about we open up a new business? You know what I mean?
It's called Baby Erection Company.
I've always felt like we really jived, you know. I always felt like we're on the same page.
It's called baby condoms.
It's called Baby Viagra. Okay, are you sick of your baby not being able to get hard for you?
Yes.
How many times has this happened to you? And then it says supermodel who's about to have sex with a baby.
Oh no.
The baby's like, sorry, this never happens.
Sorry, it's you.
Mistake.
What was I going to say? Another good diversion. I don't know. Another good diversion for arguments.
Well, I mean,
I lost it.
We were talking about
Cocaine. Problem.
No, not cocaine. No.
But I'm trying to jog your memory.
we were talking about Bill Burr. Bill Burr's got an amazing bit about this. You guys know that one where it's exactly this, and it's like,
Dude in the voice.
I can't do the voice. I don't.
What's up here, man? Dude.
I can't do the voice,
Dude, I'm thinking about getting a gun.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Socks. The socks.
Little Boston.
I love Boston, but not too much.
I can't do it. But it's
Wait, do a
just
different
exactly
voice.
this.
Do
Do Seinfeld. Do Seinfeld doing the Bill Burr bit.
The bit is basically this exact podcast or apology that's been written in, and what you have to do is you got to figure out, like, it's like what he said. He's like, you fill in, if you really can't figure out a way to pay attention to your wife, you do just have to figure out how to punctuate the conversation so it sounds like you're paying attention. But it sounds like the problem is actually
he needs to pay attention.
it sounds like because some things have come back to bite him in the ass. So I don't know. I mean,
We're not married. We don't.
No,
we can't give you advice on that.
and
Dude.
yeah, Tommy, you're right. It's like tough to get out of your own head because, you know, in this go-go world, we're all trying to.
Sometimes it's tough to get out of my own bed, much less my own head.
I know.
Buddy.
It's like we're focused
telling me.
on our own things. This guy lives in D.C. He's probably up on Capitol Hill making fucking deals all day. Then he's got to go home.
trying to storm the Capitol every day by himself.
He's got to go home, talk to his bitch wife. No,
Dude.
You do have to be present though. That's the
yeah.
there's really not a cheat code. It's get out of your own head and be as present as you can.
You guys think all the guys who have tried to storm the Capitol before January 6th, like on their own, they had to have been watching that on TV like, oh, damn it, dude, that looks, that's what I wanted to do by myself. And now it's like hundreds of people.
That's a fucking Tim Robinson character right there.
Oh, God, guy who stormed the Capitol on January 5th.
He gets arrested, executed.
Oh,
Well, you guys. Oh, do you remember?
No. Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah. Well, let's. Okay, Brendan. Apology accepted, bro.
Let's go, Brendan.
Brendan, don't change a goddamn thing about
Honestly,
yourself.
you're a
man.
legend, bro. And
You stay married, Brendan.
yeah,
You stay married. You
Yeah.
sit your white ass, or I don't know. I don't want to fucking.
You
I
sit
just
your
wanted to
white
say
ass
white
down.
ass
if you're white, if your ass is white, sit it down.
down and stay married.
Keep listening to the damn podcast.
Yeah,
No, but
thank you
thank
for
you.
writing in.
Thank you. Oh, while we're talking about this too, hey, we do have quite a few new listeners and stuff. Go heading over to
Whoa.
Higgs boson yourself on over to Apple Podcast, Spotify. Why don't you leave the boys a damn review? Okay, that number hasn't moved in a little while. Give us a little love, huh?
Our goal today was to provide you with a 5-star experience.
Now, have we done that? No.
No.
Okay,
No, not
but
at
we
all.
Will you lie?
Will you say we did anyways so that other people will have to listen to our podcast?
and you bet on us. You know,
Bet on black.
There is potential,
Always
or
bet on black.
or bet on white. In this case, there is potential in the future that we give you a cumulatively 5-star experience throughout different episodes.
Yeah.
And
don't let this pitch deter you.
yes, don't let anything we've said deter you.
We're the black horse of the tournament, man.
Or the white horse.
Everybody thinks we can't win it. Everybody's saying that
And-
black horse bet on black.
in
You always bet
in
on
a more
black.
accurate way.
And don't let this Joe Biden pitch deter you. Yeah, I've been on the black horse, man. It's me. I'm the guy.
Might not be getting it done right now, man. But future possible, man.
Guy who thinks dark horse, he thinks black horse is dark horse. The other way around. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb, dude. It's awesome being.
Let's pitch this to president.
Should we save that for the next episode?
I mean, yeah.
Save it for the next. My computer's gonna die.
We're like 30 seconds away from hitting an hour. Okay, let's do some plugs. Tommy, you got shows coming.
I'm still September 7th at Karma Lounge. Me and Dan Carney are hosting a show, Good Karma. We have a good lineup, so be there.
Looks fun. Looks like a great lineup. Ryan.
This Saturday, I'm going to be in Green Lake, Wisconsin with Steve Gillespie and Senthil Rajashekaran. Super excited. I don't know what the venue is. It's a theater. I know that. There's probably only one theater in Green Lake, Wisconsin. So
tape that. You're going to want to tape that, dude.
You're going to want to get that on tape.
Oh, good call. Probably won't, though. Good call, but I'm not going to do that.
Grant.
August 27th, I'm going to be at Comedy at the Crane. Featuring for Adam Tiller from Seattle. Early show sold out, so we're adding a late show. Come check that out. It's on my just DM me on Instagram, or it's on my website, I think. And 10,000 Laughs Festival. Tommy is gone. 10,000 Laughs Festival is coming back this year. It is
dates.
October 6th through the 8th. And both you boys, right? And Tommy is texting. Hold on, let's see what he said. It died.
Yep.
So Tommy is gone, but not forgotten. But Ryan and I are both going to be on the 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival this year. So come to some shows. It's the first year back in 2 years. We got some amazing headliners. Bobcat Goldthwait, the Sklar Brothers, Michael Ian Black, Jackie Cation, just to name a few. Dulce Sloan, Usama Siddiqui, very, very funny people, funny, talented, hilarious lineup. So
come to every show at Sisyphus Brewing.
And Tommy said, I will be on the Sean Jordan show at Sisyphus Brewing. Tommy said, say my show is in the East Village. Well, let's not say that.
We don't need to say that. His show is in the East Village?
Yeah.
When was that?
September 8th.
No.
We definitely won't repeat.
Tommy's show?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Good Karma show
Yep.
with Dan Carney.
In the East
and
Village.
Tommy Bear, yeah.
September 8th, okay.
Well, we'll make sure to not mention that.
Plug that.
But yeah, great lineups. Ryan's going to be at Sisyphus all weekend. I am hoping, I don't know. I'll have more details about the shows I'm on. But yeah, come to that. It's the first one since 2019, and we're stoked.
That's right, folks. I snaked my way onto one of the best venues of the festival. And if you're a local comic and that pisses you off, come shoot me in my fucking head, you loser. Why don't you come take my title? Why don't you work half as hard as I did 3 years ago? And then you can get to where I am in 3 years from now, asshole.
There's 20 people doing that exact thing right now.
Well, good luck. Because guess what? I already did it before you. And now I have a job I hate.
You're going to have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. All right. Ryan, you want to take us out?
Yeah.
Hey, seriously, thank you to all the... Sorry, real quick. Thank you to all the new listeners. Brendan, we love you. Keep writing in those apologies. GrantWinklesComedy.com/WeCoolPodcast. Give us 5 stars on Spotify.
Yes. Also,
Podcast.
let me know if you can make me a website. I should have done that 8 years ago, and people are starting to get mad that I don't have one.
The people are... Their voices are being heard, finally.
People are furious. Thank you guys so much for listening. Yeah, we appreciate the new listeners. We love the old listeners. And if you're a middle-aged listener, go fuck yourself.
Shout out to Wade.
Shout out to Wade. For Grant Winkles and Tommy Bayer, I've been Ryan Call. This has been the We Cool Podcast. We'll see you next week, baby.
Bye.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love